Writing a narrative requires a main character, also called the protagonist. Some might argue that the main character is only as good as their antagonist, but I am one to say that the supporting cast is as, if not even more important. I'm Zelrix from WickedFic, and this is the archetype of a best friend. By definition, a best friend is not a main character, and that's for a single reason. He or she often brings balance to the main character. He gets them out of tricky situations, and he exists solely as a moral support. A bit like a mentor, but in a more brotherly approach, where a mentor will try to help the main character overcome his obstacle and flaws, the best friend will try to help him cope with said flaws and obstacles. In terms of alignment for a best friend, we often look at a lawful good or neutral good character, and you'll notice that more often than not, the best friend is an objectively better person than the protagonist. That's for the fact that the best friend also exists to help the hero not become a villain, to forbid him from crossing some lines that would objectively put it in a bad situation, a bit like James Rhodes for Iron Man. We can say the best friend acts like a conscience for the main character. They are, with the love interest, often part of what we are gonna call the golden trio, but that's a story for another day. A common trope for the best friend is to understand the main character, to know them much more than they know themselves, and that leads to the best friend being there when the main character needs help to take the right path toward victory. Some other best friends are plain out worshipping their hero, putting them on a pedestal. We think of Charles Boyle from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or even Ned from Spider-Man Homecoming. But the best friend is a side character, and any good side character must be given a time to shine. Where the heroes is the most impressive when they overcome an impossible obstacle, the best friend is the most impressive and the most relatable at their lowest point.
Your father, he had a heart attack. He didn't make it.
My dad's dead?
What makes scenes like this one so impressively efficient is the fact that Marshall is the archetype of a best friend. He is the one to turn to when things go bad. So him hitting rock bottom is efficient because so far in the show, no one has been shown to have the capabilities of understanding him, of helping him, except himself. That creates a true feeling of hopelessness that as the audience we relate to, because we all know what it feels like to be lost, to be alone, even to feel abandoned sometimes. The best friend is not an archetype that you absolutely need in your narrative. In fact, their absence can often create a very relatable sense of loneliness from the hero, thus making them relatable. I strongly encourage you to test the limit. Try your story with a best friend and without a best friend. Try the limitation. In the meantime, remember that creativity is subjective, and as always, thanks for watching.